We've all tried dropping a heavy hint, hoping someone would finally pick up on what we need, only to end up completely ignored and frustrated. We are going to solve that problem today, while completing your final assignment. Looking at the rubric for the Communication Classroom Visual Project on this slide, you'll see specific requirements. By the end of this video, you will have a complete draft ready. Step 1. Open a blank digital document right now, or grab a physical notepad. You need a place to write your layout step by step as we go. You are building a practical tool to upgrade how you handle conflict. Mastering this rubric means engineering a framework to get your point across without starting a fight. Let's tackle the first requirement. We have to define the problem. Write down that hint dropping fails because it unfairly expects other people to read your mind. When hinting doesn't work, people usually default to the exact opposite extreme, the aggressive you message. This slide explains exactly why that method breaks down. Looking at the text here, you messages immediately blame and attack the other person. This instantly triggers defensiveness and guarantees they stop listening to you. Create a section on your page titled The Problem. Write a brief one-sentence summary for both hint dropping and you messages, explaining why they break down in practice. Clearly defining the mechanics of bad communication is required before you can build a functional alternative. That brings us to the core solution. This slide shows the complete 4-part I-message formula. First, look at the top 2 lines. You start by accurately naming your own personal feeling, and then you objectively state the specific action that triggered it. Moving down to the second half, you state the exact effect that action had on you. Finally, you propose a clear need or next step. Make a new section on your document called Mechanics, and copy this 4-step list down now. Be careful to avoid disguised you messages. Saying, "I feel that you are mean," slips an attack word into the feeling blank. That single word immediately breaks the entire formula. Strict adherence to this exact syntax forces you to remove blame from the equation. It keeps the conflict objective, which keeps it solvable. Next, your rubric requires a concrete, real-world example showing this formula in action. This slide shows a standard before scenario. Looking at Allison's dialogue, she starts with a hostile you message. "You are so mean." This instantly escalates the tension. Now look at the corrected after scenario on this next slide. Allison plugs the same conflict into our formula. She isolates the feeling, the action, and the result. By organizing her thoughts this way, she neutralizes the tension completely. You need an original example for your poster. Looking at the prompts on this slide, you can use a lost item, someone cutting in line, or any common everyday conflict you prefer. Pause the video right here. Take 60 seconds to write out your own original before script and your revised after script on your document. Drafting a hypothetical scenario proves that you actually understand the mechanics of the formula before you try to deploy it in a highly emotional situation. Let's knock out the final mandatory text requirements, explaining why this framework helps both sides of an argument. This slide outlines the advantage for the sender. Add this to your notes. The iMessage gives you a safe way to express intense feelings without accidentally starting a fight. Looking at this next slide, we see the advantage for the receiver. Note down that it allows the listener to hear negative feedback and correct their actions without feeling cornered or attacked. Finally, leave a spot on your page for the bonus challenge. You'll need to research a famous quote about listening and include it somewhere in your final design. By documenting the problems, the mechanics, the examples, and the benefits, you have engineered a complete step-by-step guide to healthy confrontation. Let's review your drafted notes against the original rubric on this slide. Check your page. You should have the definitions, the 4-part formula, your original example, the benefits, and a placeholder for your quote. Your text is completely finished. The last step is to take those notes and format them visually using graphic design software or physical poster materials. Reading off a strict formula is going to feel awkward at first. Consistent practice is the only way to train yourself to use it naturally. Format your visual, turn it in, and then go test your new framework on a real conflict today.